started. While they're still warming up, I want to thank all of our sponsors for this Swanee event. We have many to name. Number 1, OBQs. Number 2, Kamui Tips and Products. Terrific stuff. GoPlayPool.com, the app that you have to find out what's happening in the pool world. And then Virtual Pool 4, you just saw a commercial for them. Awesome graphics on an awesome app. Q2U.com, Max Eberle's Pro Pool Academy, and his DVDs. Q Sports International, CSI, of course, for putting on this wonderful event again for the 17th annual Swanee. I keep mincing my words on that one. And we're about to give these players the go-ahead, and we're about to get into this. So stand by, folks. I'm going to give the players this go-ahead right now. Thanks, Frank, for joining me now.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And a handshake. What an event, Frank.
It's a madhouse here today.
Isn't it though?
Incredible. You know, I think for the majority of the people here, it's more of a social event. You get to see your old friends once a year, and they're all here.
That's right. It's like a reunion, so to speak.
Well, it looks like Chris won the lag.
This should be a good. This should be a good match.
Chris, the gentleman that's racking the balls right now, is one of the local players here, and I've been watching him for the last couple of years. His game is improving great. I mean, from one week to the next, it looks like he's just getting better and better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, Brian Butler, he's a fine player. I've seen him play and played against him in the last 5-6 years, different places in Vegas and so forth. He is a great player. This should be a good match.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. All right, we have a little technical thing going on here in the chat. I'm going to see if I can resurrect it. If not, it might have to wait for Daniel. Not sure. I'll try a couple of things here. Opening break. Let's see. One ball down. All right, I might have fixed this little technical difficulty. We shall see.
Well, Brian just kicked and made a good hit. However, he's left the 2-ball on the 9-ball, and it's one of these kind of shots that you definitely have to try for the 9. It's not an easy one, but it's there.
In the meantime, Daniel Busch, our very own Mr. POVPOOL himself, look at that shot. Wow, went for it. Is playing on table 3 down here.
And how's he doing over there?
Well, he was down. I ran into him outside, taking a little rest break, and he's kind of beating himself up because he stayed up a little too late last night.
Well,
and,
I know how that goes.
Yeah, and so it's been he's a little rough. He's a little rough around the edges today.
I played Daniel a few times. He's a dangerous man.
He is.
He makes balls from anywhere.
I'll tell you, yes, he does, and he'll go for anything.
Yeah, he does.
And do some crazy stuff with that cue ball.
He gets away with them.
And yeah, he does. He's lucky too, and it's just maddening. I play him all the time at home, and it's rough. Brian Butler here, out of Canada, delightful guy. In fact, we're going to have him probably do some commentary for us later on. He's terrific in the booth.
I've heard him before. He's real good, very good.
Yeah, he's very good in the booth. Really nice guy.
Well, I think he just partially hooked himself on the 3-ball. I think he can hit it, but he can only hit one side, and unfortunately, it's the wrong side.
Yeah. Sure like to thank all of our people out there in the chat room and everybody that's watching us today. Really appreciate the support, and thanks to all the we have the live stream news guys, Upstate Al, Bob, CMB, all of these guys on these Facebook tie-ins that are helping to promote our sport and working together. It's just absolutely fantastic.
I get a lot of emails from them to let me know where the streaming is going and who's playing and so forth.
It's so needed.
Good of them to do that.
You know, they're all helping to unite the world of billiards with us.
Well, we have a little safety battle going here. I think if Brian kicks at this ball, he has to kick at it very softly just to leave the 3-ball on the rail, maybe to leave the cue ball on top of it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if I get a chance, I can't do it right now because you and I are in the booth here and Daniel's playing, but whoop, missed that completely. Uh-oh. I'll try to get a little more camera work done, you know, in between. But right now, the only thing I can really do is switch angles one from the other instead of doing all of the zoom. Because I can't be in the chair and in the booth too. How about that?
That's right.
A little rough. Daniel does not trust a whole lot of people with their hands on the cameras, if you know what I mean. Now, let me tell you a little interesting tidbit for those that don't know. Christopher Fangre here, terrific. I call him kid. You know, they're all kids because they're younger than us.
He's a kid.
He's a foodie. You know what that is, don't you?
What's that?
That's somebody that is just absolutely loves food, appreciates good food, and he is always posting the most delicious-looking meals on Facebook. I just love it, and it's usually clean and elegant-looking food and well presented, and it's just a hoot.
You know, now that you say that, I think I did see something like that on Facebook.
I'm always.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I just think that's terrific. All right, Brian, back to the table now.
Well, Christopher didn't get such good shape on the 4 with ball in hand from the 3
He sure didn't.
Because he had to put the cue ball so close to the 3. It was hard for him to get a good follow.
Trying to play safe right behind that 6. Brian was.
Yeah, I don't know if Chris can go for this one here because I don't see a good path to come back to the 6. There's the 8 to the way and the side pocket. Possible scratch.
Yeah, there's all
there,
kinds of
so
stuff happening with that 4.
Do that. He may like to put the 4 ball on the long wheel to his left, but the way he's queuing up, maybe not.
Well, you know, you and Max were playing real tight. Look at this. Look at this shot.
Those young eyes.
Wow. You and Max were playing real tight on this table 1. A lot of safety in the early goings. You were playing conservative, both of you. And then somewhere along the line, because there was a couple of shots later on that I could have sworn you were going to go for a safety, and you went for the shot. I was so surprised because you had been playing real conservative.
Well, that's
towards the end.
You know, you're playing safeties against a guy like Max, and you're making good safeties, but then they come right back and leave you tougher than what you left them.
That's true.
After a while, you get to the point where you say,
just make the ball.
I got to go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
if you're playing good safeties and you're getting some games, some wins from them, okay, that's fine. You'll stay with the safeties. But after a while, you got to change strategy because they're not working. I mean, the safeties are working, but they're not winning the game.
Yeah, they're not winning the. Yeah, they're not producing the end result. Now, Frank, what do you do here? Look at this. Where that 9 is.
It's hard to say.
Well, he's going a little left hand spin. He's going to put this into the corner, this 8-ball into that corner, bring this cue ball around.
He got there. This is beautiful.
And he's
shot.
got
that
there. Wow.
Beautiful shot.
Nice shot.
I was going to say, if you don't get that 9-ball straight in from the 8-ball, then you have no business shooting the 8.
Yeah, that I agree.
He got there.
But now this is no picnic.
No, nothing on this table.
Pass
picnic.
this.
You got to roll it past that point.
Pocket. Oh, what a shot! What an out! Holy cow!
It doesn't surprise me though, because I've been watching Chris, and he's
coming up.
His game is really coming up good.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Now, how old would you say Chris is? Maybe mid-20s, early 20s?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. I have a lot of the player ages of more on the pro side, the pro players. I do not have him listed in my book, so.
I'm always curious, young guys like this, is how old they are, because back in my days, the young players didn't play at this caliber.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it took them a good while to develop, but now I see a lot of great young players like John Mora.
Oh, yes,
Chris
absolutely.
Here, that they play like they've been playing for years and years and years. Well, they made a ball on the break, but
unlucky bump on that.
Table 21. They'll have to push. Now, when you're pushing on shots like this with the ball that's in the middle of the table, it's hard to find a good place to push out to, because more than likely you're not going to get the shot back. And if you don't get the shot back and give your opponent a chance to play the first shot on the safety, that you're at a big disadvantage. When the ball is near rails and all, then yeah, you can push out to a lot of spots. But here it's going to be tough because you can expect not to get the shot back.
Oh, I agree. This is a completely different ordeal, this Devil Table 1 here at Hard Times Billiards.
Yeah. And he's going the right way here because he's got the 7-5 that's going to protect the 1.
Now, what's Brian going to do? Brian's not going to shoot. I don't think Brian's going to shoot.
No, he'll probably, if he can see the ball, he's going to try to put the cue ball behind the 6 ball.
The 6, yeah.
And cut the 1 to the right.
We're also trying to get some bracket information for you. And we have, that is in process. Let me give you just a little update on that here after I get my glasses on.
Appleton has played a first match, is that correct? Do you know if he won? Or if
I do not know that. Yeah, I'm waiting on the bracket. Michael Brown graciously has been doing a lot of work for us on pictures for this event and getting the brackets. He worked yesterday evening on getting the brackets to us in a format that we could post, and he's just now taken some pictures of the brackets as they stand. So stand by, we'll be getting up those, and a big shout of thanks to Michael Brown for his efforts on this. soon as we get all that information, I will gladly figure out how to get it posted on there up to. Actually, it looks like Daniel's done with his match, so Daniel will probably be doing that and working with Mike on that project while we're doing this, you know.
Right. Now, in this tournament, they're using the measle ball. I noticed that the
Well, did you hear about that?
Years that it was always the red circle.
Yeah, did you hear about how that came
I saw
about?
a thread on AZ.
That's right. You know, he started that.
You guys
we started that.
Supplied the balls, right?
No. We took a survey. We posted a survey that said, would you prefer the red or the measle ball, right? And measle ball came up and won the survey, and then he talked to Mark Griffin and said, thought the players would prefer the measle ball. And if you don't have enough, we can get a hold of 10 or so for you from somebody that we know. And so it came about. That's how that came about. Players overwhelmingly.
So the people that were polled, was that the people that are in the tournament, or mostly the people that play at the hard times?
Oh no, you're just asking me too many questions, Frank, because I don't. I know it makes a difference.
It's the ball of choice here at the hard times because this is what they use in all the tournaments here.
Well, that's true.
But when you come from other areas, that's not so.
That's true.
And so
I don't know who all answered the poll. I don't.
Because if I had been polled, I would have went for the red circle.
I know. I knew that was coming.
This ball's too hard for me to move around.
I understand. Yeah. No, that's true. The draw. I completely understand. That red dot, it just reacts completely different.
For certain games, I think it's fine. For one pocket, it's okay.
Well, yeah, you're not having to send.
Yeah, you're not drawing the ball around the table, you know. But for this game here, for me, with my stroke the way it is these days, I have a hard time moving it with draw. Going forward, I have no problem.
Okay, we have a tied game here, guys. 1-1 in a race to 7 here at the 17th annual historic Swanee Memorial event brought to you by CSI, Q Sports International. Let's put this on. All right, Daniel is back.
Did he win his match?
That I have to find out. Daniel won his match. Hoorah!
He's on his way to the hot seat.
He was down. He was down like 4-2 or 5-2 or something, and he came back and won.
Well, he's on his way to the hot seat.
After his break. That's right. How about that? Well, he's awfully tired. He didn't even expect to win one match today. He said, I'm probably just going to go 1-2 out. Okay, now he leaped up a little bit on that, I think. Slightly.
Sometimes you see somebody leap up like that, but it's already after they shot. Once you shoot and you know that it's not a good hit, I think it kind of carries over to you jumping up a little bit.
A little adrenaline, a little rush.
But you know, like some players, they can play good when they're tired.
Oh,
they're
no,
like
absolutely.
Numb, you know?
I know.
There's no
I know.
Feelings, no, you know.
Or like King Kong, he's like a machine sometimes.
Yeah.
He's just like an automated, get down, shoot, make the ball. Get down, shoot, make the ball. You know.
And I remember those days when I was younger that I could do that. But now these days I need my sleep, my rest, and I have to eat well. Otherwise, I'm nothing on the table.
Boy.
I'm surprised he's kicking at it this way.
Yeah, there's been a number of surprises of player selections on this.
Oh, he barely caught a rail coming back off the second round. But, you know, I didn't like that kick. That was just too much distance to try to get a good hit on it. And he's got a chance to make this ball in good shape.
Okay, Daniel played a fellow by the name of Rob Tao, T-A-O. Look at that. How's that for a roll?
That was nice, yeah. But he's got to find a way to get back to the 5 because that 6 and 9 are in the way. He's going to have to hit it kind of full, go up and hit short rail, and then put a little bit of inside English to make sure he doesn't hit the 9. Well,
he's not doing it now.
A little long, but it's okay.
New match on table 18, Manny Chow, John Rizia. Manny Chow, John Rizia, table number 18.
Yeah. But you know, from the shot he had before that, I think he should have got a little bit more aggressive and played to get closer to the 5.
You know, I watched Brian up in Mountain View last year at the Chedito, and you know, he's a good player. Not. All right, Daniel's coordinated with Mike here regarding the brackets, so those should be forthcoming.
Okay.
I'll keep you all posted on that. Yeah, I would be curious to know how old Christopher is here, because if he's as young as I think he is, boy, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, sure. You know, to me, he looks like maybe early 20s.
Yeah. I think you're right. He's blowing off a little steam in his seat right now. Maybe somebody in the chat room will know, you know, because our chat people know a lot of stuff out there.
Well, I see on the chat somebody's asking who Bustamante is playing, but I don't see Bustamante in any of these tables here.
Well, he was playing on the table right behind here, I believe, and they're no longer. Well, I saw him on that table earlier. I don't know where he went. Okay, Brian, Brian just hasn't been able to kind of warm up to this table yet, I don't think. He's been making a lot of errors, at least more so than Christopher.
And the thing about it with this table, when you start missing, it just gets worse. You just lose all confidence in your abilities when you start missing on this table. And it's hard to say how you would shake that. You know, you say, well, okay, I'm just going to be more relaxed and all, but well, that's easy to say, but it's hard to do.
Oh, that's for sure. Way, way hard. Okay, there's Boosty. He's coming back to table 2 there. Apparently they were on a break. Looks like he's playing the kid. Brandon.
No, I don't think that's
the
Brandon,
young kid Brandon? I think so.
I don't think so. Brandon is much taller now.
Well, he's sitting down. This kid's pretty tall. Oh, miscue. And he kind of got away with it. Look at that. He's left Brian on the rail here with a cut into that corner, and he would have to bring that cue ball back and forth, up and down.
Yeah, that's not. He's just going to bank the 7 ball. to the long rail softly and try to keep the cue ball on the other side of the 9. Maybe get a hook that way, but at least he'll leave nothing but a bank if he lets him see it.
Went for the shot.
Yeah, that was not right.
But that's a sellout. That's a sellout.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the way to do it. No, I don't kid that kid. I don't think that's Brandon.
Maybe not. Yeah.
No, Brandon's another foot taller than this kid.
Yeah. Who is this kid? I've not seen this kid.
Chris got lucky, it looks like.
Holy cow! He's waving off to Brian. Of course, he didn't leave
He still
himself
has
really
another
anything.
tough
Yeah,
shot,
he didn't
but
leave
at least
himself
he's
anything.
still shooting.
Brandon's like, and he's gonna get the rolls. Holy cow! This can't be good. Okay, what happened? I'm sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. What happened to the 7 ball?
Chris missed it in the corner, lucked it in another corner, and they wound up with bad shape on the 9. Played safe on the 9. And
Oh wow. Okay, I thought from the where the 8 was and the 9, I thought they were out.
well,
Apparently
and
not.
you know what? This table here, it's really not. You watch these guys play, and it doesn't give you a good indication of how well these guys really play, because this table
That's
really
true.
just
Murders him. That was a good shot.
Sure.
Off the rail like that.
You know what, Barbara? What it is here is that the table is so tough that a lot of times you're more like cinching the ball into the pocket instead of being aggressive to get better shape on the next ball. That you're accepting another tough shot right after that cinch because you just don't want to take a chance on missing the ball. So you're either you're cinching the ball and wind up with another tough shot and then another tough shot. So if you do run a rack, it's like
a miracle.
like you really did something.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No. I know. We had one break and run over here, I believe, during your match with Max.
I had a break and run.
You did have a break and run. Yes, that's right. That's right. And I think Max had one. I think Max might have had one too.
Oh, he should have had more because he was
He
making
should
2, 3
have.
balls
Yes.
every time.
Oh, absolutely. He had the opportunity to have a lot of them. Big shout out to everybody out there in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are just helping so much because you have to excuse us. I'm not really one that will interact with chat too much. I don't do the whole the multitasking thing. You know, I concentrate more on the narration and the game and who's in the booth with me, etc. And then I've got other things going on outside the booth, so I don't really stop to read the chat too much. Daniel's much better at that. He can talk and read the chat and be doing 3 things at once. I'm just not that comfortable with all of it enough to be able to do it well. So I stick to what I know I can do. I can at least talk. Too much probably for some people, but it's free. So hey, what the heck.
Well, looking around on some of the other tables here, there's Al Lawrence from Las Vegas, connected with the Southwest Qs. On another table, Ernie Rivas, who is AZ Billiards.
Nice shot.
8-ball Einstein. Of course, Bustamante playing here.
That's right. Yeah, Bustamante's playing this young kid. And Jenny Lee, my friend, is down on table 3, I think. She's a force to be reckoned with too. She can be. She's
tough.
She is tough cookie. Also like to thank our moderators and all you guys out here. We got a whole bunch of help.
Well, Brian's got a shot on the 4 here, and the 5 ball is partially blocked with the 8 ball, so he's going to have to try to get into where the 5 is. I don't think he can position it from a distance. He might have got there if it's 5 ball.
Boy, look at this. Look at this. I hit it that pretty good. I was talking to Brian, earlier before this match started. He's out of Canada. It costs him a lot of money to come to these events. I asked him if he was going to go play the Chedito up in Mountain View coming up. We're going to be streaming that too. What a safety that was. Look at that part.
Beautiful
That
safety.
just butted right up against that 8.
That could have won the game for him.
That really could. And he doesn't know whether he's going to go to that or not, but, because it is so expensive for him. And he said he misses traveling. He doesn't travel quite as much. I guess he used to work where he did a lot of traveling, so he got a lot of airline miles, and he was able to use that, to get around. But I know the feeling. That's how I get around. I use my points and things like that because it's just so expensive nowadays. And without a sponsor, really. Oh, by the way, he actually is sponsored by Kamui.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Brian Butler out of Canada here is sponsored by Kamui. I almost forgot to. Oh boy, John Bertone would have my head. Sorry, John.
Okay, good thing you remembered.
I did remember. At least I didn't.
Well,
I'll have to remember again.
Chris has got a tough way to get to that.
Yeah, I'll say.
He can go one rail across table. But that's pretty much a sellout, even if he hits it. He's trying to find a way to get movement out of that 5 ball. I think maybe he's looking at a 3-railer, but if he does that 3-railer, I think he's going to have to masse.
Wow, he's eagle-eyeing it right now.
I don't see it working out this way.
I don't know. Hard to tell. I can't see how much juice. Look at, he got there. He got there. Is there going to be a reward? Well, he made it a little tough.
Yeah, Brian's going to try to put the 5 behind the 6.
I would think so.
Or the cue ball behind the 6. I like the 5 behind
I like the
6
5 behind the. Bring the cue ball down here. Oh. Bring it that way. I like the distance, to create the distance. I would have brought the cue ball down here to the end.
Yeah, me too.
And stuck the 5 up there. That's just, that's just choice.
But, when you're at the table, you can see.
That's true.
Yeah,
different things.
Just a lot better there. And obviously the way he hit it, the way he came out, that he was real comfortable that was going to happen.
Okay, regarding the brackets being updated, I know that our friend here in the cohort in the chat room, CMB, Bob, CMB, has been awaiting on an email with some brackets, and there's been some kind of a problem with sending them from this computer. So I don't know who's working on it. I think Daniel's working on it with the guys. So the score for this match so far for these two players, this is 2-1. Christopher Fangre over Brian Butler, or is it the other way around? No, it's Chris. It's Chris.
I think you're right.
2-1. Brian's kind of looking up in the air. I love how the proverbial I missed the shot, or I didn't put the cue ball where I wanted it, and I'm looking up in the air at the pool gods.
Asking him, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, what was that?
Morris and Marcus Ronski. Rodney Morris.
I do that a lot.
Oh, hey, Robin is asking if we can see the scores from around the room and who's playing. No, Robin, everything is pretty dark.
Well, if she wants to come down and go around, that would be great. She could be the runner to go find out what the scores are for everybody and come back and report. We can't do it from here. We have no way to see.
Robin,
Too dark.
you hear that? You come down here, you could be the game spotter.
There you go. Well, this place is packed. It's full. It's hard to get around. It's unbelievable. But I'll tell you, it's a wonderful madhouse, though. I will say that.
Robin is saying she's ill. Well, get better.
So sorry. Well, then
come down the
get
mall.
better. Yeah.
Barbara, did Shane Van Boyen lose his first match?
You know, I don't know. I haven't been over to the bracket area to see, and I believe he either played at the back of the hall here. He's at the back of the hall right now on table 5.
Yeah, I know, but I
see
think
him.
he was playing on one of the front tables here, maybe table
He might have been.
7 or table 8.
Yeah, I don't have the update on that.
I know that every time I looked over there, the other guy was breaking the ball.
New match on table number 15, Louis Ulrich, Ryan Santos.
Now, Robin is saying that her boy Drake is here.
What's that?
Robin's saying that Drake Bell is here. He must be in a room somewhere.
Well, if he is, he's certainly could get lost in the piles of people, the standing room only, because I have a hard time making it out to the front door from the booth here. I mean, he might be in the audience somewhere. He may have no idea. We got a lot going on in the hall here. Hard Times Billiards, Bellflower, California, hosting this event along with CSI, Q Sports International, bringing you this 17th annual Swanee Memorial Tournament. A lot of people playing this tournament just out of respect for Swanee, you know? I've heard a lot of people outside say, I know I don't have a chance. I play this every year, and I will continue to play this every year in honor of that man.
Yeah, did you personally know
I
Swanee?
did not know Swanee. I think I entered the pool scene a little too late in life.
On table 6, Joe Delio, Ryan Busch, Ryan Joe, table 6.
Okay, so I'm going to take a little slight break here and let Daniel squeeze in here because he's going to figure out how to get these brackets sent to you. So I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to leave you with Frank
Alrighty.
and with Daniel, and then I'll be back.
Get him, run. Have fun. Enjoy. Hey, just imagine you're back. Go try that camera this way.
what do we have here?
We got a hot match going on here. These guys are just running out and running out. They're making this table look like a toy table, if you want to believe that.
Well, what I meant to say is, what do we have here? It's Frank Almanza. How you doing, Frank?
Oh, I'm doing good. Having a good time here, socializing. All the people that you see only once a year here at the Swanee, they're all here again.
Okay.
Yeah, you won your first match, huh?
I did by the skin of my teeth. I was playing horribly the first 4 or 5 racks. I caught up to 5-5, and I actually had a break and run from the, to make it 6-5, and I had a good roll on the last rack to close out from the 2-ball. So I'm in good shape for my first match. So, Brian Butler is a pretty good player from Canada who I had the pleasure of meeting at the West Coast Challenge last year up in Mountain View.
I played him a few times. He's a great player. Nice guy, too. Real nice guy.
Yes, he is, and he commentated with us as well on POVPOOL for part of the time on a few of the matches, both the 1 pocket and the 9-ball portion.
Well, he just won game 5. He's up now 3-2.
And we know Chris Fangre.
He's one of the local players here.
Yeah.
Up and coming.
Definitely up and coming, local hotshot here at Hard Times Billiards.
Now, Barbara and I were trying to figure out who this kid is that's playing Bustamante.
Yeah, a young kid. I think he looks like he's about 16 years old, right?
If that old.
I'm sorry, Frank, did you say it was 3-2 Brian's way?
3-2 Brian.
Okay, guys, we should be back. I apologize for that. We're getting a low bandwidth warning, so I had to switch the resolution temporarily. After the end of this match, we will go back up to high bandwidth and see if we can maintain a clear picture for the rest of the day. Nice speed there. It's making it look easy.
Well, I think he's going to position that 6-ball to corner left up above. Yeah, that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah. Look, is he going to get safe? I think
did.
he is. Yeah, he did get safe, and no jump cues allowed here at the Swanee 17.
Which is just fine with me.
Which is just fine with me too. I'm old school, you know. I mean, I've been known to jump a few balls, but I used to just kick. I kicked for years before those things came out.
Well, I know, and now these days when you play somebody, you put a nice hook on them, they don't even bother to go up and look and see what they got. They walk up there with their jump stick already.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at a 3-rail kick. If he can get past the 6-ball, I think he's fine.
John Giles, Bill Stockdale, 10. John Giles, Bill Stockdale, 10. Gus Luna to table 28. Gus Luna, table 28.
He's looking at the 6-ball for the side pocket. I don't agree with that though.
Well, what would you do there, Frank? I mean,
I would have played it for the corner pocket, give you more,
and draw back for the 8.
or use the rails to get over there. This one here was
On
just a
table
little
20,
tight.
Keith O'Donnell, Russ Martin.
Wow. And you know that he was lucky that went in actually.
Yeah, I think you have to do a little bit too much to get on the 8 from playing in the side. Well, he's going high right on this one. I guess he's not. Yeah, he is. Every shot is an adventure on this table.
Well, yeah, normally I'd say a 3 or 4 ball run like this with ball in hand be easy, but not on this table.
On table 13, Sai Nakashima.
And that's
Hillary Morris.
not going to do it.
Sai and Hillary.
It looked like he kind of short stroked that shot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he kind of got weak with the stroke. You know, you're cutting that ball, and you don't want to be having too much speed on it and let the cue ball run around too far. Okay, Brian's got the
Not bad, Brian, not bad.
4-3.
Oh, is it 4-3? Or is it
4-2,
4-2? Yeah. Okay, nice break from Brian, and the 6 goes down, right? With a great shot on the 1.
He's got a good shot on the 1 to get on the 2, and a nice angle on the 2 to get on the 3. Yeah, I think he drew the ball a little bit more than he wanted to, because he wanted to go forward 2 rails to get on the 3. And now I think he's going to have to kind of like stun it over to the 3.
Very nice shot by Chris, and he's not
He's got
too
nice
straight.
Angle.
Yeah, he's not
got
too
just
straight.
enough angle to come back nice on the next ball.
Drilled it.
He's looking at that side pocket again.
What? And the young man who was just playing Francisco Bustamante on table 2 has been defeated. I'm not sure what the score is there. But did you get to look at how the young guy plays? Did you get to see it?
He plays well.
Yeah.
He gave Francisco a pretty good run for him there.
Mm-hmm. Chris is in trouble here. He's a very nice shot. Perfect speed. He's created a distance.
I think you got to go for this one here.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Short rail, long bank?
Yeah, and you can do it where you'll still have a long shot on the 9.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do it with the right speed, you miss the ball, you can play. I think here you lose the game without a chance to win.
Okay. Looks like we may have Alex Pagalayan playing next on the stream table. With one of our local players, Reed Fleming. Reed Fleming against Alex Pagalayan here on the stream table after this match.
And also, you are 2 tables out until your next match. So she says that you might want to wrap up and start getting your beats.
I'm also finding out that my next match is only 2 tables away, so I'll be handing over the mic to somebody soon. Maybe Jeff Conway from England, who's that hurts. Oh, well, not that much. Oh, Frank, man.
Well, he had a chance right there to win this game.
No, he really did. He's gonna masse kick, and he misses. He's gonna give ball in hand to Brian, and this looks like a pretty easy out,
Yeah,
actually.
just a matter of getting the shape from the 7 to get good on the 8. Well, Brian makes this 9, and he's got 5 games. It'll be 5-3. If not, it'll be an even game, 4-4. Daniel, let me ask you a question. Did you get a chance, or were you here to record any of the matches with Alex and Shane in the one pocket?
No, it was breaking my heart because I was hearing all this stuff on Facebook and at the AZ Billiards threads, and actually the young lady that Shane's been spending time with lately had been texting me and letting me know, giving me updates as to the match, you know.
Yeah.
And so through all of that, I was getting it out to the airwaves as well. And I was just too busy. I was too busy preparing for this event.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it really did break my heart. I wanted to come out and see some of it, but after 3 days of play, the first day was Shane was up 3,000 on Alex, right? And day 2, 10,000 more. And then finally, Alex caught up and then passed him, and he ended up 1,000 on Shane.
Isn't that incredible?
And every day they played, they ended up like quitting at like 6:30 in the morning, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't see any of the matches, because we were just playing too late for me.
Yes. Yes, and that was one reason why I knew I couldn't come down either, because I knew exactly how late I'd be. You know, I mean, I had too much to do to prepare for this this event already. I was pulling teeth just to get here on Friday, a day early, to come and stream. Well, I've just been called to play on table 5 against Love Gupta, so.
And who are you playing again?
Love Gupta, a guy who I've never met before. I guess he's from India.
He's the one from England, isn't he?
I think he's from India. I don't know. I'll get to know him, and I'll come back and let you guys know.
Okay.
It's good to see you again, Frank. Thanks for spending time with us here.
Daniel, sure.
All right. I'm going to leave you guys with Mike Piyosambun now, and Frank.
Shane just won on table 5 and everything. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know.
On table 23, Sean Lane. Domino
Table 5 it was?
Abadalos. Domino Abadalos and Sean Lane on table 23.
Good afternoon, everybody. Mike Piyosambun back again in the commentary booth with Frank the Barber, Frank Almanza.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Okay, Mike, did I hear you say that Shane just won his match?
Shane just won his match on table 5.
And that's on the winner's side, correct?
Yes. Shane is still on the winner's side.
The reason I asked that because somebody was questioning whether Shane had lost his first match.
You know what? I could be wrong on that. I thought it was a winner's side match, but I could have been mistaken. So hopefully we'll get an update.
I guess we'll just have
in
to
a
wait
little
and
while.
see then.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. Okay, guys, we just got a little bit of an update on information regarding Shane Van Boning. His first match was a tight one, but he did pull away with that hill. And his last match, he just won that as well, and that one was a little bit easier on him. So Shane Van Boning is still on the winner's side, as many people actually expect right now. Well, Frank, you won your first match, didn't you, Frank?
No, I lost. I played on this devil table here.
That's right. You were playing Max. You played Max.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, we saw that match. Yeah, that was actually a nail biter for the two of you guys. You guys are actually going back and forth on that one for a little bit.
Yeah, the longer you play on this table, the more scared you get of it. You know,
That's true. The thing is about this table too, and I've heard other people comment about that, is that playing on this table one, it affects the way you play everywhere else, because you have to shoot shots a little bit differently on this on this table, don't you?
Yeah, well, you know what it is? You have to cinch a lot of balls. Instead of getting aggressive to get shape on the next ball, you're cinching ball, and now you're making another tough shot right after that because you cinched this one, you know?
Yeah.
And it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah. You really got to be on point on this table, that's for sure. And from what I can tell, I mean, it looks like it's affecting both these guys.
Very few people that I've seen to play on this table that just take control of it.
Yeah.
And I think one of them was Dennis Orcorio last year when he played on this table. He played, it was Shane in the finals.
With Shane, that 10 ball. And he won that in deciding fashion.
Yeah, he played the table like it was just another table.
Mm-hmm. That's just a testament of how good he plays also.
He's going to try to get him behind that 9 ball. He didn't do it.
I don't think he had enough room to go that way.
Yeah, he wanted to send the 3 ball up table here and get the cue ball behind the 9.
Yeah.
But now Chris has got a chance to win this game and make it a 5-4 match.
Uh-oh. Ooh. That point helped him out. Corner.
You know, Mike, it's really hard for people that are watching matches like this on this table to know how well these players actually play, because this table doesn't allow them to do that.
Exactly. I mean, Brian Butler. I mean, I honestly wasn't too familiar with that name, but I was talking to Oscar Dominguez, and he told me that Brian plays really, really, really strong. Really good guy.
Oh, he does. I have played him a few times, different areas. He's a great player.
Yeah. You know, Chris over here, he's I've seen him around a little bit. I've never actually gotten the opportunity to watch him play too much, but I know that he plays well. You know.
Well, you know, the way he plays, if he's comfortable, he's as good as anybody here.
Gotcha.
On any, you know, if he's comfortable.
Yeah. I think that's the one trick about this particular table, is that it really takes you out of that comfort zone.
It sure does.
Wow, nice shot.
Like this 9 ball here, you think it's routine, but it's not. You really have to bear down on it.
And I say, you know, I tell people, like, you know, there are no guaranteed shots on this table. There really aren't. There we go. See? Exactly. You know, we're seeing, like, you know, I saw earlier, Jose Perica in his match when he was playing Steve Aikens. He missed an almost straight in 9 ball in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, and it wasn't that far. I mean, he only had about a foot. I think he was only about a foot, maybe foot and a half at most from the object ball. And the object ball was only, was less than a foot from the pocket. And he still, he jawed it.
So, Mike, are you in the tournament yourself?
No, not today, sir. I decided to focus, to make sure that our viewers and everybody got entertained. So So I decided I think it's better for me to sweat the matches as opposed to.
Yeah, I know. For myself, I hardly play 9-ball anymore. It's just a little bit too demanding for me. Too much the break shot, the long draws, and all that.
Oh yeah.
But I figured I'm going to be here anyway because it's a tournament like this. It's in my area.
Right.
I'm going to be here, so I might as well play it.
May as well take a crack at it. Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
if I win a match or two, I'll be happy.
Yeah. And we're gonna get you guys an updated score real quick while Brian measures up for his next shot. Score is now 6-3. Advantage Brian.
Well, I don't think Christopher's going to pass up this shot here.
No, he's got a clear view of that one ball.
With being 6-3, you got to shoot it this year. You got to make something happen.
Yeah.
He's got a pass to the pocket with that one ball.
Mm-hmm.
On table 8, Dave Martineau, James Hennessy. Hennessy and Martineau, table 8.
That was a great shot. A great option. I mean,
Well thought out, too.
Very well thought out. You knew he wanted to shoot safe, but it was a matter of, how he was going to shoot the save. And I think he did a really great job on that.
Can Brian see the one ball from where he's at? Do you have a little angle for that?
I don't think so.
If he
I
does,
think
he probably has to spin into it from behind.
he's going to have to go from behind, I think. Or if he wants to try to go into it, he's going to have to curve around it a little bit. But it looks like he's actually just going to go with the safer option, just go from behind. Probably try to leave that cue ball up there somewhere and send that one ball back down here. Oh, no, he could see a piece of it. And he was trying to get behind that 8-9. A little bit too strong.
That was a nice shot, and I don't think he could have expected more from
From what he had.
what he had.
Yeah. And I think
This one here, if he just makes it, then he's on the 3 okay.
yeah. He's got enough angle where he doesn't have to worry about the scratch, so he's just got to roll that up. And he went rail first on that one, which is a good option. Which is a good option. Kind of poke that ball out a little bit.
That kept him off the off the long rail for this shot. That was a good selection.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have to play the 4 where he's standing right now.
Oh.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow. I think frustrating is probably a better word for it.
Even though I come to this room maybe once a month to play in their tournaments, and I spend a little time practicing, I don't think I ever play on this table at all.
I have yet to play on this. I've practiced on this table myself when I just come down here on a random night or whatnot. But I have yet to play an actual match on this table, and quite frankly, I don't think I'd want to.
No, I get frustrated. And there's no enjoyment on it, even when you're practicing.
No, because shots that you feel that you would routinely make, they don't go in.
I might as well go practice on the snooker table.
Exactly. With a regular size ball.
Yes. I think he's got a full ball here for the corner.
Looks like it. Yeah, he made a great shot on that. Wow.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's okay, yeah.
He'll
It's
play,
got a
the,
bit
he'll
of
play
a-
the 7 ball where he's playing the 6.
Think he'll go 2 rails or 1?
No, he's just going to go straight up.
Straight up the table? Yeah. Looks like he's got enough angle to do so. There it is. Oh, wow. He hit that a little.
What was that?
Ooh.
I think he could have just.
I don't think he needed to
I
hit
don't
that
think
hard.
he needed to have to go up the table.
Yeah, not that far. And he almost scratched on that shot too.
Even if he makes this ball, he's going to have another tough shot on the 8.
Yep.
Well, excuse me, that was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, great job, great position. Now he's got he's got a clean shot in the side pocket. Although, again, I mean, with this table, you never know. I think all he's got, shouldn't have to do too much with that. Oh, yeah, he did.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand that either.
I think you could have just kind of stun the ball out gently to play that 9 ball in the corner where he's going to shoot at it now.
Uh-huh. I think he's going for the side on this one, actually.
I guess that's what he wanted. He was afraid of the corners. He wanted the side.
Which is really weird, too, because most people try to avoid the side pockets.
No,
but,
not really. You know,
no?
like when the pockets are tough, you're looking for side pocket shape on shots like this where now any ball that's out in the middle of the table, you're looking for side pockets.
Ah.
The corners are tough.
Gotcha.